I got army guns.
YOG money.
I got army guns. Yeah, I feel like Muhammad Ali when I pull up to the scene. Dodging all these freaks, cause my squad is all I need. I wanna swing like Willie B, how I'm swinging from these trees. Pull off in the Jeep, said I'll see you in a week. I feel like Muhammad Ali when I pull up to the scene.
Recommend me equipment, recommend me a dog, like all that. And it's just like, whatever you use that literally feels like it's an extension of your mind and of like your creativity, stick with that program.
Tryna get the wheels in motion, now we run it. See me plugging everybody.
What up, it's your boy, the DJ TJ from the Kickback Show. Today we got a special producer spotlight with YOG Money here at Konscious Studios. What's up, YOG Money?
How's it going, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. So first off, YOG Money, where's the name come from?
The name comes from back in 6th grade, I think it was. One of my friends just used to call me G Money.
Okay.
And then
Just stuck.
Yeah, I got the tag YOG Money, and I just kind of like brought it more concise. I used to go by like G Money something.
Right.
And I was just like, you know what, let's make it more concise.
Were you always like rich? Did you always have like dough in your pocket? Like, YOG Money?
I was a hustler, man, but I don't know. I was never like rich.
Right.
So yeah.
Pockets full of dough. We
Yeah.
know this guy's rich. He's rich musically, right?
Yeah, there we go.
So from what I understand, you've worked with a lot of pretty dope artists.
For sure.
Recently we had Felly on the show, and he mentioned you as one of his producers.
Yep.
And he speaks highly of you. You know, so apparently you produced quite a few tracks off of his last project, Strawberry Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what songs were those that you did off that album? Do you remember?
So I did, on that project, I did Shorty, I did Baby Boy, I did Die Before You Do, and I did All I Need.
Nice.
And that's my brother, so we're
So like your
always-
actual blood brother? Or like,
No, not
that's your
actual
boy?
blood brother, that's
Gotcha,
my boy.
Gotcha. Yeah, good peeps, man. He's putting out good music, and he's actually got a huge following, too. So.
Yeah, he's got, his fans ride for him.
Yeah.
And I found that out right when we started working. They ride for him.
That's
So
good,
it's
man. You
cool.
got to get that cult following.
Yeah, man.
That's a
You
good
already
person
know.
to be producing for.
Yeah.
And a little while ago, you were playing the guitar, so it looks like you're pretty musically inclined.
Yeah, I started playing the guitar when I was about like 13.
Okay.
And that's what actually led to music production is I played guitar for about 4 years. I tried to start a band.
Nice.
And I just never could get it together.
Why is that? They just wouldn't show up? To
I
the
just,
practice,
nah,
or-
I had like a bassist and a drummer, but it wasn't like anyone was focused like that.
Gotcha.
And then I realized like if I'm just going to be playing guitar, like how am I going to like make this work? So I was just like, all right, let me start like bringing in drums, like my
Right.
own drums and all that.
So you play the drums too?
Nah, not really. I mean, I learned how to play the drums a little, but it was more just like I got introduced to Fruity Loops.
Gotcha.
And then from there, I was just like addicted.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Get a couple dope drum kits and throw it over the stuff
Man,
you're already
it's
working
over.
on. Yeah,
It's
good
over.
stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. So who else have you worked with?
I've worked with Quinn 92. I actually produced and co-wrote his latest single with Columbia Records,
Nice.
which is cool. That was my first real pop look,
Okay.
and because I've done a lot of hip hop and I've done a lot of indie, but
So
that's
would you describe yourself mostly as like a hip hop?
nah,
producer,
not at
or-
all. That's like most of my work up to this point,
Okay.
but I don't really want to classify myself to a genre.
Okay.
I'm more just like wherever, you know, I
Yeah.
don't really feel like genres do a good job of breaking off like right emotions for
Right.
for what it actually means.
Gotcha.
So I don't like to classify really, but most of my past work is hip hop, but like most of my future work isn't all classified as hip hop by any
Okay.
means. Yeah.
You were saying you're from Michigan. What was
Yes,
it like
I
growing
am.
up in Michigan?
It was way different than here, man. I mean, I didn't really know there was an outside world until I left in college. I visited LA in like freshman year of college for my
Okay.
first time, and I just realized there's a whole nother world out
You're
there.
like, holy shit,
Yeah,
I gotta
man.
get it together.
Yeah, I didn't know this existed, and I
Right,
love
what
it.
part of Michigan?
I'm from West Bloomfield, Michigan. It's
Okay.
like Metro Detroit area.
I hear it gets really cold there in the wintertime.
It gets freezing, man.
Yeah, with a lot of indoor activities, right? Time to make music?
Yeah, making music inside, but I was still freezing. I guess that I kind of miss that now, but
Yeah, because you don't really get too many seasons out here. It's just
yeah.
sunny.
But I don't know. It gets cold out here.
It does, a little bit in
Yeah.
the wintertime.
Yeah.
Compared to some places, though, you come back to LA, I'll be like December and fly out to the East Coast
Yeah.
and come back and be like, oh my God, it feels good to take my jacket off. And,
Exactly.
Like, step off the plane sweating and whatnot.
I was the opposite, man. When I moved out here, I was like, all right, no more jackets, no more anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then, like, I didn't realize that you really do need jackets.
Yeah,
and
because
hoodies
you
and
probably moved
everything.
out in the summertime or something. Right?
Yeah, I moved out.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like,
Yeah.
wintertime actually kicked you like, damn, you actually kind of do need hoodies out here.
You need it all.
All I have is
It's crazy.
shorts. Wait, what the?
Yeah.
That's what's up, though. So how long you been in LA for?
I've been in LA for 8 months. I graduated college and I moved out here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And how'd you and Felly come together?
I don't. There was a period where I was like looking for artists to work with, like back in the day, and then that stopped, and I just started finding artists. Like they'll just like come to me, kind of.
Okay.
But I saw a tweet or something, or someone posted Fel, and I really liked this one song he did. It sounded very reggae, and I love reggae.
Nice.
And it sounded just like way different. So I emailed him, and he like didn't respond. This was in college. He didn't respond for a while, and
Of course not.
I was like,
They
damn.
never do.
But then I was like, he hit me back, and he's like, that went straight to spam, bro. My bad. Like, I know who you are. Like, let's work.
Right.
So like we just
Can't
started.
recognize game real quick.
Yeah. So we started working, and from that, like, it was just one of the most organic builds I've had yet.
Dope.
which is
How
cool.
old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
Yeah.
Killing it. 23.
Thank you, man.
Just released a record on Columbia, you were saying.
Yeah, that's.
What other big records have you produced?
I have done. I've worked with a lot of artists. I've worked with Dej Loaf. I've worked with Jaquise. I've worked with Dom Kennedy.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff, man.
For 23, you're doing all right, man. I gotta give it to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Good stuff. So that's what's up. So is music obviously your main thing? You've been producing.
Music
for
is
a
my
while?
main thing. Yes.
And you were saying that you
Yes.
grew up playing guitar.
Yeah, I did.
Now, since you've been in LA, who are some of the artists that maybe influence you since you've moved here? Maybe your music style's changed a little bit, or your taste, or anything.
It really hasn't. Maybe like my experiences are different, but I've always just been listening to everything, man. Like I'll listen to Jack Johnson in the morning, Bob Marley in the afternoon.
Nice.
Like I've been on SZA's album Heavy. That's my favorite album out.
If you could collaborate with an artist here in the studio, who would it be? If you could pick somebody
Right now?
Right now, if I could call someone, yeah, let's get
SZA for sure.
Really?
Yeah, she's like my favorite artist.
And
right
why
now.
is that?
Her album just blew me away, man. If you can really like put out an album and like I don't get into albums this deeply about that many artists, so like the fact that her album did that to me, it was mind blowing.
That's nice. And how did you even come across that?
I was a big fan of Isaiah Rashad, and he did a lot of stuff with her. And then I didn't really know who she was, but then she dropped her album, and I was just the production, everything just blew me away.
Nice.
From the get-go.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, man, living in Malibu.
Looks like you're on a good path right now. I'd like to hear where you're going to be 5 years. Or where do you see yourself, you know?
The ultimate goal is to, Rick Rubin it. I want to get a place in Malibu. I want to just, like, duck off,
Just create.
I'm never into the scene like that. Like, I'm not in the scene, like, trying to, like, step on anyone's toes.
Right.
I just want to be, like, peaceful in Malibu, like, working on my stuff. And,
Malibu's
like,
the spot, huh?
Are you
in Malibu now, or?
No, I'm in West Hollywood now.
Not yet, right?
Yeah. soon.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So we were talking before we got this started, and you were saying that your current DAW of choice is Reason.
Reason has always been my DAW of choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you were mentioning Fruity Loops there for a little bit, too.
Yeah.
With the drums and whatnot, but why do you choose Reason?
Man, it can't, like, I've worked in Logic, I've worked in Fruity Loops, I've worked in Ableton for a little, and it's kind of like, when you build up to it with a program, I always get asked, like, I get DMs every single day, whatever, people hitting me up, just like, recommend me equipment, recommend me a DAW, like, all that, and it's just like, whatever you use that literally feels like it's an extension of your mind and of, like, your creativity, stick with that program, whether it's like the worst program or like Pro Tools or whatever it is.
If that's your tool and you own it, just rock it.
Yeah, like I can think as quickly as I can make things happen in Reason.
Oh, nice.
Which is why it's become just like the best thing for me.
Yeah, what version is Reason at now? That's Propellerhead stuff,
it's Propellerhead. I think it's 9.5.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you probably have all the sample packs and everything.
Of course, man. Of course.
So is there a favorite part of Reason that you use? That you're like, yo, that's my drum. You still use Redrum or like Thor and all that stuff?
I use Redrum. I use Thor. I just I've grown comfortable with a lot of the stuff in it and the way that like you record things. I do a lot of live instruments now. Like I get a lot of guitars.
Yeah, because not long
pianos.
ago they enabled multi-tracking in
Yes.
Reason, right?
Yes.
That was probably like a dream come true. For
They
you, right?
they enabled everything, man. Like they enabled like you
They
can
just
bring
opened the
plugins.
gates.
Yeah,
You're
the
like,
gates
finally.
are open, and I was kind of like, damn. Like before it was just me and like a few other dudes using it. Now everyone's gonna come in.
Yeah.
But they don't even realize even the stock sounds in Reason are like the freshest. Like you don't hear them in songs that much.
Do you do a lot of your mixing and stuff like that within Reason as well?
Yeah, I do all my mixing in Reason.
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a pretty good quality to your stuff. And
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I mean, it's definitely not lo-fi by any means.
Good.
Well, that's what's up. So I want to get into the producer segment here.
Cool.
So maybe we can show some of these guys on how you make your music.
Yep.
Also, let the viewers know where they can find you, on SoundCloud and Instagram and stuff like that. So
you could find me on Instagram. I think my name is just YOG Money, spelled out YOG MONEY. Or is it really OG Money? Hold on a second.
We'll find out.
Really OG Money.
All right, we got Really OG Money on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's Really OG Money on Twitter. I exist in real life. I am on SoundCloud at /OG Money. And you can just like Google it, man. Like it's all over.
Google me, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's up. YOG Money right here on the Kickback Show. This is Konscious Studios. I want to thank you for coming in. We'll get into the producer segment now.
Let's do it, man.
Good stuff, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Alright. What's good? I'm YOG Money, and this is how I produce music. So I got this live guitar sample from David Von Meering. He sent me this. He sends me a lot of ideas. Always use live instruments. Always use live stuff. You can get the best plugins, but it isn't live. So always use that. I brought it into Reason, and so far I've added an effect to kind of put it into an MP3 filter. So it went from that to... And then I'm going to pitch that down. So it's like... Cool, so now we got the sample. Always layer. See, I got a clap here. I got a snare, both that I created. I got another snare. Didn't create that one, but I love that one. And another one. Crazy because you can really take, when you have a live instrument, you could take it and you can really transform it into anything else. Like this guitar right here, started from this. So yeah, that's that one. This one is actually my boy David Von Meering sent me this sample when we're working on a lot of super instrumental stuff. After we finished the single with Columbia, we just had like a bunch of like, we just wanted to get something out. Like we're like, let's do this one. Yeah, that one's evil. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's how you make music. That's just a few, but I hope y'all enjoy.